teacher, music teacher, PE teacher. You can be a basketball player, baseball player, football player, softball player, any hockey, figure skating, and you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. What I want to be as when I grow up is an art teacher and a fashion model. What do you want to be? The same as you. Next, let's hit the streets to see what other people think.
Well, I would like to be mayor of DC. No, I just work at a bank. Thank you.
Hi. We're doing a show.
Hold on a second, Julie.
Show and I can show my
Okay, go ahead.
Did you follow your dreams of what you want to do when you grow up?
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. Not yet. Not yet.
What?
My job, I'm a nurse.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to be a missionary.
Missionary.
A missionary is somebody that tells people about God.
That sounds nice.
I know, it does sound nice. I still want to do it, sort of. You got it. Thank you.
Watch out, Kitty! Watch out, Kitty! Hi. We're doing a show and we have a question for you.
What's your question?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I want to help people, and I want to educate people, and I want to give back to the community. I work on the Hill right now, so maybe politics. Hard work and making good connections and making good decisions. I was able to end up where I'm at. Even though I look like this, I was going to work out, but let's not look at how I look. I'd say I was able to do what I wanted to do because I met good people along the way and I made really sensible choices. And I stayed true to myself because I always wanted to give back to help people. I'd say you can totally do what you want to do.
She's going to be asking me some questions and I'm going to be asking her some questions. Did you follow your career when you were a little kid?
That's a great question. When I was a little kid, the first thing I wanted to do was be a babysitter. And then the other dream that I had was to work at the grocery store and be the person who gets to check people out when you go doo-doo, doo-doo, with all the things that you buy at the store. But as I got a little bit older, I wanted to be a teacher.
What are some good career paths?
I think the best path is to follow your heart. So whatever it is that makes you really excited and is a passion for you, that's the thing that you should do. Because there's so many different things out in the world that you can learn and explore. But if you're doing something that you really care about every day, that's the path for you. So Zoe, what do you think you want to do when you get older? Or what do you want to be when you grow up?
Be an artist.
You do? That sounds like it's going to be a good choice for you. You're a great artist. You already are an artist. And no matter what job you have, there's always new learning. So it's good that you love learning because you're going to be doing it forever and ever. Because like I tell you guys all the time, I'm still learning so many things, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows all of it, all the answers. I'm excited to see who you become. You're already pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Zion. This is my teacher, Miss Thompson. Hi. What did you want to be when you grow up?
So when I was a kid, my mom was a teacher, and I used to get to go into school with her sometimes. She would let me come in, and I would read stories to the kids in her class, and I would help them with some of their work, sort of like we do it here at school. But when I was a kid, I actually really wanted to be a farmer. I really loved animals, and I always wanted to work on a farm and live on a farm. But it turns out I'm pretty good at working with kids too. So although I don't work on a farm, I ended up becoming a teacher because I really wanted to be able to do some of the same great things that my mom got to do.
How do you get to be a teacher?
So I went to college, and when I was in college, I actually studied lots of very interesting things. I learned how to speak Spanish. I learned a lot about history, and I even traveled. I went to a country called Argentina, and I lived there for 4 months. It's in South America. And so I learned a lot about people from around the world, from different cultures, and I got the chance to work with some kids there, and so I thought to myself, you know, I used to go into school with my mom, and I learned a little bit about kids there, but I think I want to learn some more about kids, so I decided to become a teacher, and that's how I ended up here at DC Prep.
How was it like?
What was it like to become a teacher? It was hard. I had to work really, really hard in college, but also after college, because they can teach you a lot of things in college, but a lot of what I learned, I actually learned by becoming a teacher. So once I was a teacher and I got to work with kids, I learned every single day. And this year, with you in my class every day, I learned new things all the time about how to be a good teacher, including how to teach new things, because even as a teacher, I was learning new things about different subjects and books and math. And so I got the chance to learn a lot, and what I really learned is that it takes a lot of hard work to do anything, but it's really worth it when I get to see the results of that. So you were one of the results of that. I got to work with you all year.
How did you get to college?
How did I get to college? Oh man, I had to work really hard for all of the years leading up to college, all the way from when I started in kindergarten, all the way through middle school and high school. And so when I was growing up, again, my mom was a teacher, and so she used to help me sometimes at home and helped me to learn some of the important things you have to do to be a good student. So I worked very hard while I was growing up. When I got to high school, my sister left for college, so when she was leaving for college, we got to look around at some different colleges, and I got really excited. And so I started looking at colleges too. And I know that you have to work very hard at school, but also at home to be able to go to college. So I was already excited about that, and so then I ended up going to a university called the University of Delaware, which is where,
familiar.
yeah, I think I've talked about it in class before, and that's where
I think my mom said that she went there.
Oh, that's exciting. It's a great place. I definitely recommend visiting, and I will always be a blue hen. That was our mascot. Sort of like Willie the Wildcat is our mascot in Northwestern.
Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun. I met lots of really great people. I made a lot of my really best friends while I was in college, and I learned a lot. I said I went to different countries, and I got to do a lot of traveling and learning in different ways. I had a lot of fun in college.
Did you have fun in high school?
I did have fun in high school.
Was it hard?
It was hard, but I like to do schoolwork, and I like to learn new things, and so in high school and in college, even though I had to put in a lot of hard work, it was worth it because it was cool to learn about the world around me.
Oh, okay. Did you learn about Michigan?
The state or the university?
University.
A little bit, although my family lives in Ohio, and Michigan and Ohio are big rivals. That means they don't get along. Any other questions? Awesome. Thank you for the interview.
Hi, this is my other teacher, Miss Lewis.
Hi, Zaria.
Hi. How did you get to be a teacher?
So in order to be a teacher, I went to school. So I went to college after high school, and I went to college for 4 years. I got my undergraduate degree, so I got my bachelor's degree, which is the first degree you have to get. And so I got that degree first in psychology because I thought I really, really like to learn about what people do and like how their mind works. So I thought that was pretty cool. In order to be a teacher, you have to know what people think. And then I went to school for 1 more year, and I got my master's. And when I got my master's degree, I was able to get my teaching certification, which let me become a teacher.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It was hard in its own way because I had to study a lot. I had to study a whole lot, and I had to like really, really think about how I was going to use what I learned at school, and then be able to come to school and then be able to really be a teacher in the classroom.
With me.
With you.
What school did you go to? What university?
What university? So I went to Lehigh University. It's in Pennsylvania, and that's where I got both of my degrees from Lehigh. Do you know who else went to Lehigh with me? Miss Rich and I both went to the same school. We both got our degrees in the same thing.
What's a degree?
A degree is something that you get from, so when you go to college, it's to say that you finished that part of college. You get something, it's called a degree, and it has your name on it, and it has the college you went to, and it tells you what you got your degree in. So for me, my first one was in psychology, and it tells you how your brain works. So I got a whole degree, and it says like, my name at the top, and then it'll say like, from Lehigh University, and then it'll leave it, and then you get to keep it. So that when people see it, they're like, oh wow, you graduated from that college. And you can hang it up in your office, you can hang it up in your room, you can hang it up at home, and people can all see it and look at it.
What is it like? Credit card?
It's not a credit card, it's a really big piece of paper. It's a very nice, it's like kind of like a certificate. Like when you get certificates and you win awards here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so whenever you get those papers, it's just like that. Like
Did you
you're good
follow
at it.
your dreams when you were a kid?
I had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and they're all things that like I still really love. I love to dance, and I still love to dance. My other dream from when I was a kid was to be a meteorologist. Do you remember what that is? What's a meteorologist?
It's the person who's on TV who tells you the weather.
Yeah, and so I still love the weather.
Make sure you always believe in yourself when something's hard. Don't say it's hard. Always make sure you can believe. Make sure when you grow up, you remember to believe. Even stuff can get harder when you grow up, but always believe in yourself. Remember, always believe. And this goes for teenagers too when you get older. And adults. And children. Every age. I know babies can understand now. And anyway, careers are important to make sure you have a great life and your child has an education and they'll have so much fun in school. I know it. Aftercare, daycare, camp, everything. It's going to be so much fun. And they'll have a great education with all your education that you teach them about with careers. I hope that kids remember this video or watch this video when they turn into teenagers or adults. Or even like half child, half teen. That's 10. And careers are very, very important to make sure everybody has a great life, great family, great everything. You'll have a house, you'll have some water to drink out, some food to eat, everything. Because if you didn't have a career, I don't think you wouldn't live.